Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I feel like that sounds super cheesy saying that out loud. I don't know how these other YouTubers do it, but I figured, bright idea, I figured that before I do my videos on lore that's based on the TV shows, some of my favorite TV shows and some of my favorite movies, I would record myself doing my makeup. I am not amazing at doing makeup. I know what I like to do on my face. I know what I like my face to look like. So get your crystals and get your holy water because clearly you're gonna need it after this, the same way I need it after this. And let's get started. So the first thing I normally do is wash my face. I have a very, very oily skin. And I like to rub this selenite wand kind of on my face in like a upwards motion like that, just so I can have just like good circulation to my face. And I have some acne scars, as you guys can see, but we'll definitely color correct that. And I've already at this point ignore my baby hairs. They're growing in like really aggressively and I love it. I've already put primer on my face and it's already been sitting on my face for a few minutes and that's kind of where we're at right now. The first thing I generally like to do when I first do my makeup, other than putting primer and washing my face and everything like that, is color correct. I have a lot of like weird discoloration on my face, and not weird, I mean I just have discoloration on my face. So I generally like to color correct. I use red for the dark circles and then I put purple over it because I like the way it cancels it out. And go from there. I try not to put too much of this on my face because I kind of feel like, also, fun fact, I normally put like this little doobie wrap. I normally wrap my hair in a doobie, while I'm doing my makeup because I like my hair completely away from my face and I don't like having these like strange little baby hairs here, but I'm not doing that this time because I don't want to scare anybody off. I'm gonna put actually this little headband on before I do my makeup. But yeah, so I like to color correct first. I'll just do a little tap, tap, tap for under my eyes. I'll do some color correcting. Sometimes I will color correct around my mouth when my mustache is growing really thick. Because I am a very hairy woman, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, because I like having hair on my body. But sometimes it doesn't really translate well on camera. So sometimes I'll put a little of this kind of around my mouth just to kind of color correct. And then I will blend this in with my finger. Nothing too crazy. You can use your makeup sponge. You can kind of use really whatever you feel comfortable using to blend it out. It's completely and entirely up to you. And then I'm going to put this purple on top because I like the way this purple, oh, that's like a terrible line. I like the way the purple, oh my god, it's gonna look like I have a crooked nose. And I kind of do, but not really. I like the way this purple brightens up pieces of my face. Purple color corrector is life. It really is. And sometimes I'll put a little here underneath my contour. And that is really the major step for my color correction that I like to do. Oh my god, I'm like blending it all over the place. So it's good because once you start blending the purple in with the red color corrector, it for the most part really, oh my god, I put too much on. For the most part, it cancels that weird pigmentation that you get from the orange alone. I love this purple. So right now I'm just kind of doing it a little bit messier than I would normally. And I know it looks crazy, but I love, 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 love color correcting. I want to do this kind of like a nice shape because I really like the way this looks. The biggest thing is that you gotta blend. All right, so now I am going to use my beauty blender. It's already wet. I'm sure you heard the water. Oh my god, I look like a clown. Oh, I can't wait. I love that I'm showing you guys my most authentic life right now with all this clown makeup on, this purple. That really looks very white on camera, but it is what it is. So now I'm just gonna blend this in just a tiny bit better. So I know a lot of people will try to look as cute as possible while they're doing their makeup. I generally like to wear my gym clothes or my sports bra because honestly, I feel like doing your makeup is literally like a sport because you're basically getting ready to play this world, you know, because the world is playing a game, so it's good to play a game back. These little baby hairs, it is good to play a game back. I know this looks insane, but I swear it comes out dope as fuck at the end. So, all right, so I already have primer on my face. I have my color corrector. Get a little bit of purple on my upper eyelid because, like, honestly, purple is my life. Really just brighten up my whole face. Okay. So, a few people do it a number of different ways. Some people like to do their eye makeup first. Some people like to do the highlight, whatever it is. I'm kind of indifferent. I generally, depending on my mood, do my foundation first, and then I do concealer, contour, eyeliner, and lashes. I'm not gonna do anything super crazy today because it's like just like a normal filming thing. So I am just gonna get a little bit of foundation. I don't generally like to wear too much foundation. Oh, fun fact, I am terrified of becoming dehydrated, so I'm in a constant state of drinking water. So anyway, I am going to get my foundation. I have been using ColourPop. I like ColourPop. I think it's like very cost effective. I have like really bad issues with my skin, and like once I put makeup on, my skin starts falling apart, which I hate, but it's the price of beauty, right? So I put a little bit of this. I use dark because I'm brown, and I use a little bit of medium mixed in. I also am slightly obsessed with brushing my eyebrows because, like, it's literally, my eyebrows are life. It's a good color. Eyebrows are life. Eyebrows are life. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I am putting on my foundation right now. So I sometimes like to put a little lotion and mix it in with my foundation to just give a little bit of extra like moisture to my skin, just because I have really dry, sometimes it can be really oily, but sometimes, most of the time it's not. I have really, really dry skin to the point where it like starts to peel. Where's my lotion? Oh, I know where it is. Sorry. Oh, I thought I knew where it was. Guess not. Oh, where is that cream? You would think that I would be a little bit more prepared than that, but I'm not. So we are just going to continue with what it is that I'm doing right now. So I am just putting this foundation on. Right now I'm just like putting it on my face. This looks very dope. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I am just doing the sport of getting this face ready. So I have really bad skin problems. Sometimes when I wear makeup, my skin will just start peeling really, really badly. I've tried so many different primers to try to prevent this. The best primer that I've really had the best, oh my god, my hair looks insane. The best primer that I've ever used is the primer that I'm using today, which is this Bobbi Brown primer. I love it. I really think that it's really worth the money, but it's kind of expensive, but it's worth the money. I like it a lot. It helps my makeup stay on longer than 4 hours, which is nice. Because my skin sometimes really just can't handle makeup the way I would like it to handle makeup. So the good thing I think with color correcting and, you know, with the red and the orange, you don't have to use as much on your face. You just have to do a really good job of blending it out. That's the most important thing. You have to really do a good job of blending it out and making sure that you correct the pieces that you want to correct. So now I'm just gonna do something really quick. I don't want to do, oh my god, I'm so hot. I feel disgusting. I don't want to do anything crazy. So generally when my hair is straight, I will, when I'm doing my makeup, I'll have it like wrapped up in a doobie. Doobies are like a really great way for people who have ethnic hair when they're straight to kind of like maintain your hair and kind of keep it out of the way. So I generally, it's really for maintaining your hair, but I generally have it in a doobie, but I'm not doing that right now. Where's the time for a doobie? Everyone who wants to keep their hair in good condition. So right now I am gonna put some, I like the way the foundation is sitting on my face. It's kind of luminescent. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now I'm just like grabbing my makeup from over here. Now I'm just gonna put some concealer on. I don't really like putting on too much concealer. I don't really like putting on too much makeup. I like wearing a lot of lipstick, if I'm to be completely honest. Oh my god, look, so if I tilt my head down, you can see where I put the purple line on my nose. Anyway, just little bits of concealer, tap, tap, tap. I'll put a little bit of concealer right here, right here, a little high of my cute face. Let me give that a second. So this may seem like a weird thing to do, to try to just give your foundation a second to rest before you go to blend it. I find that it works a tiny bit better if you just give it a second and you're not like, oh, I gotta immediately blend this into my face right now. And that's just not always the best thing. And if you're wondering why I'm putting concealer here when I'm like more than likely gonna try to contour my jaw, it's just a habit I have. Okay. So we are gonna conceal my under eye bags, purses, my under eye purses. Because obviously I'm constantly being kept awake at night by spirits and ghosts. I think that's part of being a psychic and a medium. It's like you're attached to energies of the collective, especially with everything that's going on in the universe right now, or at least on our planet right now. Oh my god, I'm so even skinned. Wow. Okay, I need to stop doing that sound because it literally aggravates me. So, oh, you gotta make sure you get your ears. I almost forgot. And your neck. Because you don't want to be, you know, the chick whose chin and ears and neck don't match their body. It like looks crazy. You look at those people and you're like, wow, what's wrong with you? I mean, actually, I never look at people like that because I just honestly don't care. People don't, I find that people like don't think about you as much as you think that they think about you. It's like literally moments of seconds. So, water break. Okay. Me gusta. All right, now I'm gonna do some contour. And the trick that I like to have when doing contour is to match my color of skin as close to possible when I'm at my fullest tan. So I really, really like that. I try not to be too heavy-handed. And I tilt my head down and I look at it. I look at myself in the mirror and I like tell myself like, contour and make your face as sharp as your best friend turning down fuckboys for you when you go out to the club. So, you know, I think to myself, I put myself in my friend's position, right? And I think, okay, this is the way she would tell a guy. You have no personality. Boom. Just want to make it as sharp as possible, sharp as like these guys that have no personality, that your friend is like fiending off for you. Because that's the reality of the situation. And I try to be as light as possible with it because I don't want it to be extreme in any way. I really don't want my makeup to be extreme. So I like do this with like the heaviest hand in the world and it's like crooked as all hell. So yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to do it that way, and I think about my best friend telling people, right here also, I put a little, because I like when my lips look a little bit full. And I try not to put too much on my upper lip because, as I said before, I'm a hairy bitch and I don't need my mustache like really just showing everyone like who the fuck is it here. So this is like a weird thing that I do. I try to take my ring finger and like lightly brush the nose contour. Just very light. Because I like how aggressive this nose contour looks. Cute. And just like very lightly, little tap, 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 tap. on my contour right here. So I'm gonna take the same blending brush that I've been using, and I'm gonna blend out this like really sharp line that I have right here. It's almost as sharp as my parents' like unhappiness for the choices that I make. So here we go, here we go. Blend, 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 blend. Cute. You wanna make sure it's like aggressive. Again, just as aggressive as it feels when your parents disapprove of you. Cute. So when I turn my head to the side, I really like it. I need to stop making that sound because it's really annoying. Just I can't help it. I just want to make sure that this is aggressive. Okay. So now I am going to put a little bit of setting powder, some banana powder, underneath my eyes. Just like that. Just like that. Perfect. Maybe a little bit right here. Maybe a little bit right here. I'm gonna put some setting powder on the places that I get these weird lines on my face. I'm gonna blend this in just a tiny bit. Cool. Then I'm going to get my bronzer, aka my I'm gonna get my bronzer, which is actually it's like actually a pressed powder that I like to use on my face, and just like as aggressively as possible. Just do a little. So my sister was blessed with like really dope bone structure. I really like the way her face kind of does that and just like goes down. It's like really aggressive and I just like really like it. I also put just a little tap of this on my eyes, like on my, and then I just do this. Great. Okay. Then I'm gonna brush this away. Brush this away. Okay. So basically my base of my makeup is done right now, which is cooler than cool, I think. I'm gonna put this away. So basically the base of my makeup is done. I've already put primer, I color corrected, I put foundation, I put concealer, and I put contour. And I've set my face with, not my whole face, but parts of my face with powder, a little bit of powder. And now, generally, I try to keep my makeup as simple as possible because I really don't need to be out here like stunting, because I really just don't care. So generally what I like to do is put highlight as eyeshadow on my face. I really like the way it looks. I want my eyes to be like as open as humanly possible. So this is kind of like for me the way I like to go. I'm also going to put my Jennies on from Glam Extensions today, depending on how my eyelashes are interested in being, but generally these are my go-to lashes. Not only, she's the owner of Glam Extensions, is amazing. But she named a pair of lashes after me, so I'm like, I gotta do it, just like all day, every day. So my plan is to put on lashes at some point today. Yeah, so my next step is to put highlight. I generally like to put highlight on my eyes as well. I'm not really sure what color I'm interested in. I kind of want to do a pinkish color, a pinkish goldish color. I am going to do this kind of like pink color on my lids because I really like this pink. I really like putting highlight on my eyes. Like, I really like the way it looks. I think it's cute. I think it gives you like a little pop. I really think it's cute. And then a little bit of highlight, my oils. And I like to hold my face in a downwards angle because I feel like this gives the best idea of how makeup sits on your face. So yeah. I don't know if I really want to put eyeliner on today. What mood am I in? What mood am I in? Okay, so little blendy blend. Little blendy blend. And that is that. And something I think is really cute is when people put a little blush all over the bridge of their nose. I think that looks actually really, really cute. Great if I knew where I put my blush, right? I swear I'm more organized than this. Am I? You know, that's a question. Maybe I'll use this purple kind of color that I have. Is this the color? Sorry guys. Okay. So I generally like to put a little, just go a little. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. That is too much. That is beautiful. This is how I put blush on. No one judge me. I like to put a little, like on the bridge of my nose. I think it's such a cute little kind of a look. And then really like that. It's cute. So I actually have reconsidered. I think I'm gonna just do the most simple makeup today because I don't want to be too extreme right now. I don't want to be too extreme with my makeup and have just like too much going on. I don't really like the way it looked when you have too much makeup on, so I think I'm gonna skip my glammed extensions today, even though I'm obsessed with glammed extensions. I love that. I love Jasmine. She's literally just like the coolest person you'll ever meet. Okay. She literally is the coolest. So I just gotta brush these suckers up, and then, so yeah, I'm not gonna put eyeliner on today. Okay. So I have like kind of a little bit of sparseness in my eyebrow, which is part of the reason why I don't do my eyebrows. I don't really care for thin eyebrows. I don't really care. I want my eyebrows to be like really natural. I like them. I want my eyebrows and my hair and like just everything about me to be as natural as possible. So that's part of the reason why I don't do them. But I will just like aggressively brush them. And I love the way eyebrows look when they're brushed up. I love the fullness of how that looks. So yeah, I'm just putting a little brow gel. This is some clear brow gel from MAC. I really like it a lot. You could also use like, you get like a little spoolie and you could do like a little bit of hairspray if you want, which I don't really recommend because you can, clog your pores in your eyebrows and you get like really bad pimples. So I don't recommend that unless you really have nothing else. And then now I'm just gonna put a little mascara on, and I will spray my face. Mascara. Oh, fun fact, I generally like to warm up my mascara before I go to use it, so it goes on smoother. I really like the smoothness once it's warm. So you could put it in your bra, you can like sit, I don't recommend sitting on it, sure, you could fart. But I generally put it in my bra to warm up, or I put it in some, and I make sure it's closed, and put it on because I like the smoothness of it when it's warm. So that's my fun little tip. Yeah, I'm not gonna put on my glam extensions today, even though I love Jasmine. I'm just not in the mood for anything super crazy. I'm just gonna do something, just try to do it as natural as possible. All right, that's my makeup. I'm going to set it. You could also set your makeup with hairspray, but again, I don't really recommend that because that can clog your pores really, really bad. That's my makeup. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna dry it a little bit.